What's up, traders? Welcome back. So we're going to talk today about a very common issue. I think most of us have gone through a period in our trading where we resist losses, meaning when they come, we fight back and we either try to chase trades back, we get too big and we go after another position, we maybe double back into that losing position. We've made emotional decisions because of the losses that we're taking. You're resisting those losses. So today, my thought process is, let me share with the guys a few tips that I've picked up from the hundreds of traders that I worked with on how you can just take these losses, brush them off your shoulder, and keep moving on to the next one good trade. So take notes here with me today. Put your phone down, close Facebook. And if you're new to the channel, my name's Austin Silver. I'm the co-owner and head of trading and education at ASFX. And just do me a favor and hit the red subscribe button below so you don't miss any of my future trading videos. The first tip that I want to discuss, and it's a little saying I picked up from the guys at SMB Capital, is when in doubt, get out. I added the get the fuck out part because that's just me talking. But it's such a cute little saying that works really, really well, I think, especially for new traders that are just starting to learn a system. If you follow me and if you follow other professional traders, for example, the guys at SMB, you'll hear us talk about all the time a playbook of trades, right? So in your playbook of trades, each trade that you take, the entry, the exit, the risk management should all be clearly defined. So if you're questioning yourself when you're in doubt in a trade, you're probably trading off playbook. And if you're off playbook, those are lesser trades. And in that situation, you're just way less likely to make money on a consistent basis. So you want to pull yourself out of those trades. When in doubt, get out of those trades so you can focus on sticking to consistent rules that are going to make you profitable over the long run. Even if you made money on that short-term trade that really did break your rules, you don't even want that money because it's building bad habits. So when you're in doubt, when you're questioning the trade, I hope, or even if you find yourself saying, I hope it turns in my direction, in that situation, get the fuck out. It's just much smarter to say, look, win or lose, I'm taking this trade and I'm going to go find a better setup that fits my rules. And then I'm going to come back and journal this trade so I don't make the same mistake again. Now, this kind of ties into the second tip, which is know when to get up and walk away. Something that I've done recently, I would say in the last 18 months in my trading, has been if I take a loss, not to just sit here and look for another trade right away. It's get up, walk out there into my living room, talk to my cats for 5 minutes, literally watch the clock for 5 minutes, and then come back in here and see what I can find. That 5-minute reset for me helps me make sure that I'm not just jumping back into trade emotionally. Because when I come back, I look at my checklist that I keep next to me, and I make sure that the trade that I might be re-entering fits my rules. So if you're taking a loss, the best thing that you could do is just get up and walk away. You're not going to miss a trade, and if you do, to think in that mindset shows you're lacking. Don't think that way. Think in terms of abundance. You're not going to miss a trade. There's always another trade coming. You want to get up and reset your mind so that you're following the rules properly. So something that I have built into my trading plan that has helped me a lot is that if I take 2 losses on a currency pair in one day, the next trade that I take on that pair, I make sure to trade it smaller. Because win or lose, I don't want to continue to give back money to a pair that I might be reading the wrong way. It's foolish, I think, to stay jabbing at a pair, almost punching at it, when it's taking your punches and it's eating them, and just wiping you out on every single trade. So if you're experiencing loss after loss after loss, maybe the system you're using isn't profitable. Maybe you're not executing it. But in either situation, the worst thing you could do is size down. You're going to save yourself money. Get that confidence back. Get a couple green days under your belt, blue days, again, whatever color. Get them under your belt and then bring the size back appropriately. If you're normally risking 1% on your B setups, right? Size down, trade your B setups at 0.5% for the next week. That's it. Don't look at it like, oh, I'm missing money. I should be trading them at the full size, Austin. What are you talking about? No, you're not. At that point, if you're considering sizing down, you've probably taken substantial losses. You should say, hey, as long as I size down and can get my feet back underneath me, I'm going to be able to come back and make this money back and some. I don't need to try to hit it back right now with huge size. If you're getting beat up by the market, size down, get your confidence back, and slowly fight yourself out of that hole. Don't try to come back with a haymaker because you're just going to get knocked out. Another really good tip is trade with a buddy for accountability. If you're in our group, you trade with me in the VIP chat, and I check in on all of our members. Even as we're growing over 250 members now, I still go in and check on as many people as I can because I want to make sure everyone is having that accountability. Because that's been a big piece for my growth, is sharing my trades on YouTube, sharing my trades with everybody on the internet. It holds me accountable to following a system. So if you're trading alone right now, I would recommend finding someone that's trading, if not the same system as you, something very similar. So you can compare ideas, but also say, hey, here are my rules for my system. Jim, hold me accountable and make sure every trade I take follows these rules. And if I don't, call me on it. That type of accountability only will lead to growth. That type of accountability makes people uncomfortable and they don't want to do it. But if you do, if you choose to be the 1 out of 50 people that's listening to me and actually go find a buddy, partner up, and hold each other accountable to rules, you will see more growth in your P&L, in your personal development, and in your trader development than you ever have before. So please, if you're trading alone, find a buddy. It doesn't have to be a group chat. It doesn't have to be any of that. Whatever works for you, but find someone that'll hold you accountable to following a specific set of trading rules. Now, this is a good one because I've actually started writing down my goals more and more this year than ever before, and it's really helped me stay big picture focused on why I'm working so hard, but then my to-do list has helped me narrow down the things I need to do every day to get those big picture things done. So when I find myself in a losing period of trades, maybe I took 2 losses on GBP NZD, and I'm maybe taking my 3rd trade. Before I take that 3rd trade, I will pull out my yellow notebook, I will write down my goals, and I'll think to myself, will this trade get me closer to these goals? And if the answer is no, if I don't need this trade to get closer to the goals, if I don't need this C setup to get closer to my big goals, I'm not going to take that trade. Writing down the goals after you take a few losses will help you refocus. I know that sounds a little rah-rah motivational to some of you, but try it. When you back up for a second, you're like, wait a minute, why am I jabbing, putting 0.5% risk on 3 different shitty setups today instead of just saying, hey, I'm a big trader, I'm backing up, I'm going to come back tomorrow and put 1% or 2% on a better setup. That's where you should be. That jabbing at 0.25% every day on small little shitty setups, that's not where you want to be. That's not going to get you to those big goals. So if you take a couple of losses, size down, slow down, get up and walk away, and when you come back, just write down your big goals. Write down the things that motivate you, that get you up out of bed in the morning, and ask yourself, will this trade get me to those goals? Because sometimes it won't, and you'll save yourself some money on that position. And the last thing, and I said this already a couple times, book a winning day. If you're down 2 days in a row, 2 red days, you're down 2% on the week, you're down 0.5% on the week, whatever percent it is, you're down on the week, book a winning day. Put a 0.25% winner in your pocket. Come back the next day, put a 0.75% winner in your pocket. Boom, you got a full percent back already right there. Fight your way back, blue day or green day, whatever color you use. Fight it back day by day. Don't try to win it all back at once. You're never going to make it back all at once, especially if you're taking substantial hits because you're still trying to find your system. So if you're still trying to find your system, size down, slow down, and write your goals. If you have your system and you're executing it and you're trying to really get in there, make sure you're cutting out those C setups, avoid those losses, and really focus on the best setups that you can. Those are the tips that I have for any trader, new or struggling, when they're trying to handle losses better. If you can't accept losses as a cost of doing business, you're not going to last in this business. It's that simple. Losses to us as traders are the same thing as a car salesman losing soap to wash people's cars. You wouldn't see him thinking about, betting his whole business on buying more soap that day and make sure you got the speedy delivery to get there and wash the car. No, we would never. I know that's kind of a made up example, but you get my point. You would never bet the whole lot on something. You would never go back jabbing at some bad idea after taking a loss. You eat the loss, he eats the loss of the soap, you move on, you buy more, you keep the cars moving. That's it. So when we take losses as traders, take the loss, eat it, find the next one good trade. If you got to, size down, slow down, and write your goals. It'll help you refocus and make sure you're talking with a buddy for accountability. Yo, Fred, check me today. Did I do my rules? If you have a good buddy, he should be coming to you and saying, yo, Jim, did you do your rules today? Did you take every trade on your rules? Even if you're in a big group, find a buddy within that group. I have people in my VIP chat that are working with each other behind the scenes, not in the group chat. They've started their own little chat and they're accountability buddies within our bigger ASFX system. So as always, I appreciate the time. I appreciate the attention, everybody. If you have any questions about this content, if there's any future video that you would like to see from me, just drop a comment down below. I'm more than happy to make sure we cover that. And if you have any questions, I'm always going to answer you. Reach me on Instagram, reach me on email, drop a comment down below. I'm always here to support you guys in any way that I can. Your success is my success, and I mean that. So anything I can do to help you get further, I want to do it. So let me know. I appreciate the time. Like I said, make sure you're subscribed, and I'll see you in the next trading video.